What's up, guys? My name's Colton Nevitt. Today we're going to be playing the front nine out at Grand Central Station on the freight layout. And this is my first video, so we're going to get into it and just see how I play. This is hole 1, 290-foot par 3, slightly downhill. I'm going to go 2 off the top. I'm going to throw a P3X hyzer flip, pretty beat up D-line one. See if we can just get it down there somewhere with a putt. That should be down inside the circle. One more, I'm going to throw a spider. I've just put this in the bag. I'm going to try it out. That's a little more stable than I thought it'd be. My first one should be inside the circle, though. I ended up at about 25 feet here, maybe 23. First part of the day, let's see if we can make it and get off to a good birdie start here. Oh yeah, let's go. Good committed putt to start the day. All right, this here is hole 2. We're playing to the right pin, which you can't see. It's kind of out this gap and up to the right. I'm not the biggest forehand player, so I'm going to try a flip-up backhand with some late turn with a sidewinder. See if I can just make sure I just get it out this gap somewhere. Give myself some sort of look. Forehand's the play here if you got it. I just don't have the distance to get there with it. That's too high. Sit. Oh, no. That kicked left, but I think it's still in bounds. I got some scrambling to do. Got a little further up than I expected to, which is nice, but still not the easiest up and down. We got to make sure I just put this close, give myself a putt. I'm going to go a little standstill backhand here. P3X. Sit. That should be a look. Alright, we left ourselves probably 15 feet here. Let's see if I can just clean this up for a pretty good par on this hole. This hole's kind of tough as a par 3. Bit of a tweener. It's hard to get all the way up here. Good putt. So this here is a par 3 that pushes down to the right. It's more of a backhand hole where you kind of want to flex it and have something come out. Only 270 feet, so it's not that far. I'm probably going to throw my gator. This is a pretty overstable one. So just flex it down the gap and have it come out. So make sure to get this through this gap on Anheuser, and it should get down there somewhere. That might be a little too, yeah, that's too left. Not enough flex on it. Should be able to scramble though. Left myself kind of in a step out scenario here. I'm going to have to get the forehand little Anheuser approach, which I try not to throw very many forehands if I don't have to. This shot kind of requires it though. So see if I can just get it on some Anheuser. Get in. Oh, that was a great shot. That almost went in too. Pretty solid. Ended up about 5 feet, maybe 10. Easy par. So on this one, freight's technically supposed to play up the hill to the right up here. I don't love the hole. I think the design's a little poor. So we're going to play the one down the middle. And for that, I'm going to throw a rock, because that's what I throw on straight shots and overstable. And flippy. I got a lot of rocks in my bag. But throw a little KC Pro rock and hope it just, I'm going to throw a slight hyzer down this right side and just hope the wind doesn't affect it too much. This should be fine. Should get left. Just hopefully not left enough to be out of bounds. That is absolutely perfect if it gets left. Go! Ah, just a touch short. Great shot though. It's down there with a look. All right, we left ourselves probably 50 or 55 short, which is not the worst place in the world. Pretty happy with it overall. See if we can't just make a little long one here. Oh, oh, man. Thought I made it. Let's go tap that out. Easy par. Man, I really thought I made that for birdie. And this hole is another par 3. This you kind of have to throw a hyzer that flips. So flat, doesn't ever flip over. 275. Gonna kind of pop it at, there's a V tree down here. I'm gonna pop it at that on hyzer, let it flip. Just stay left of it. Just overflipped it just a touch. We got a pretty little decent kick out here to the fairway off these trees to our right. I'm going to try to give this like a long floaty, little Annie bid. Try to make it, but not go too far if I don't. Get it. Oh, just short. A good little floaty bid from there. So the layout I'm playing technically doesn't exist anymore. It's kind of a layout that they don't use. So this hole, say hole 16, 15, although it's hole 6. It's a par 4, pretty straight. You can see it between the other power line poles down there. I think I'm going to go with just Destroyer down the right and just try to have it flip up a little and then fade. I don't want to, there's OB left, nothing right, so you have plenty of room to miss on this right side. I'm going to just go hyzer down the right. I think that's the smartest play. Just come out. Come out. Yeah, that's fine. That's perfectly fine. I end up in a pretty good spot here. I don't love forehands, as I've said a couple times, but this green kind of requires a forehand into it because of how it's sloped. Especially from this close, I should be fine. I'm going to go a little standstill Firebird. Aim just left of that left side of the power tower. And just throw a little spike hyzer. Yeah, that's pretty money. Should be down there with a circle 1 look. Ended up just on the, just outside of the grass area, but well inside the circle. Probably 15 feet here. Should be just a pretty easy tap in birdie. Yep. This here is it's a par 3, kind of straight ahead. You can see it, 220, a little downhill. I'm gonna try and give it an ace run. Why not? Throw my spider. Just put this in the bag. It's a little more overstable than I thought, so I'm gonna pump it pretty flat right to the basket, let it fade. Hope it turns out fine. Sit. Oh. It's a good run. Gave a good height. Left myself circle's edge look. We're gonna see if I can make this thing to get to 3 under. Already 1 and 7, 6, 1 and 6. Yeah. See if we make this get to 3 down. Get up. Oh yeah. Money. This here is a par 4 landing zone. There's 2 you can choose from. There's one on the right. You just throw like a kind of a casual forehand, backhand. There's a left landing zone that opens a straight shot up. I'm going to try to flex this into that gap. Throw a little zone. Just baby Anheuser. Let it come out. Overturn that. That's not good. Let's see what we can do from there. That's near the other tee. Left myself in a pretty tricky spot here. I have a just pitch up to the corner, or I can try to get across. Since we're out here having fun, I'm going to try to throw a little forehand across, although I'm not the best at this. Still need to work on it, you know? So, best way to work, throw it. See if I can't just throw a hyzer flip wraith up to that corner. Sit. Sit! That's up there enough. Should be some sort of look to scramble for par. So I left myself a bit of a tricky approach. I have this left gap, which is fine. over here. Gives me a chance to make it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get on this right foot here and try to make it. Throw a little flex forehand through this gap on the right. Get it. Good little bid. Just tap this out real quick. Move on to hole 9. We're done. Hole 9 here, par 3, basically 300 uphill. I like to go something kind of fast on this hole for the distance, just because I always tend to leave it short for some reason. I'm going to go PD, kind of pump it down this right side down the road on hyzer, let it fade. The bat's going to be right behind that one tree by itself. Or right there. I think that is pretty solid. Let's tap this out for our 4th birdie. Pretty successful 9 holes. Thank you all for tuning in. I'm going to try to do this a little more often. I'm getting a better mic. Please let me know in the comments what y'all think, what I need to improve on, what you like, things like that. Let me know. Again, this is my first time, so you gotta get better. You gotta know what to do to get better. So we'll figure it out. Thank y'all so much.